And welcome on in, everybody, to the Jazz Tunnel for yet another post-game report. And you know what? I really hope we can keep this streak of post-game reports going, because we have not had to have a post-game report about shit. The Utah Jazz improved to 3-0 on the young season, led behind a win that was, I believe, led by Donovan Mitchell in scoring with 22 points. I'm going to confirm that, though, real quick, but a nice 122 to 116 win over the Denver Nuggets, a really depleted Denver Nuggets squad. It was actually Gobert who led in points tonight with 23. Clarkson with 19 off the bench. Man was reining it in. 7 of 15. Struggled behind the arc. 3 of 10. But another solid output off the bench by Jordan Clarkson. We were plus 19 with Jordan Clarkson on the floor in tonight's game. But listen, it really got started out with a quick back and forth battle between the Jazz and the Nuggets. There were over 35 lead changes in this game. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. These two teams were very evenly matched throughout the first half, and then it was really, both teams were shooting the ball exceptionally well. You look at Utah from behind the arc. Let me pull this up real quick. Utah from behind the arc tonight, 12 of 39, a rough night, but they started like 5 of 7 from behind the arc and then later cooled off. The Jazz also got to the line a lot tonight, 22 of 29, shot 51% from the floor as well. They also had 6 blocks on the night as well. 6 blocks. Hassan Whiteside with a couple, Gobert with a couple. Really all just a nice overall game. But again, as the game started, just a lot of back and forth battling between the two teams, exchanging buckets. Jokic was huge. I mean, Jokic ended up going out with an injury in the second, late in the second quarter. He ended up with 24 points and 6 rebounds in just the first half. 24 points. Jokic was a walking bucket tonight, but Gobert was driving inside, and they collided knees, and so he was out for the rest of the game. We don't know how long this injury is going to last for Jokic. But then the Jazz were kind of able to separate themselves, but it wasn't once again until the fourth quarter. Last year, the Jazz were a third-quarter basketball team. I don't know if they're that much this year. They were up 2 going into halftime. They maintained it. They were up by 1 at the end of the third quarter. But then, you look at it, you wouldn't have thought we were up 1 at the end of the third quarter. We won this game pretty comfortably, pretty easily, 122 to 110, just a dominant fourth quarter, led behind Donovan Mitchell, Mike Conley, and Jordan Clarkson were really the key guys in quarter number 4 to get it all going for the Utah Jazz. And man, well, I completely forgot what I was going to say. It's 12:36 at night. I'm completely out of it. But Will Barton, that's who I wanted to touch on. That's actually exactly what I wanted to say. Will Barton, 21 points, 9 of 16, had himself a really, really solid outing tonight against the Utah Jazz. And really stepped it up for when the Nuggets needed the most. When Murray obviously has been out the whole year, and when Jokic is out. And this Nuggets team is not one to be slept on lightly. This team is going to be a problem later on in the year. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. But it's a nice way to start the division. 122, 110. I'm telling you, once we finally lose a game, these post-game reports, we're going to be able to go much into depth. Talk about, where we're wrong. But I hate nitpicking at wins. Like, it feels wrong as a fan to be, all right, yeah, we won this game, but this. Here's the things we got to do better. Donovan Mitchell has, I'm going to change my mind. Now I am going to say some things. Donovan Mitchell's got to keep the ball better. So does Gobert. Those two turn the ball over an exceptional amount and not in a good way. Donovan Mitchell made a lot of risky passes, trying to force his way through defenders way too much in double coverage. I didn't really like that. Gobert can't catch a pass. And there was this one play. Gobert's holding the ball here, and he's just waiting here for 3-4 seconds before it gets ripped out. And he can't do that. He's got to be more self-aware of what's going on around him, and that's one of the main things I want to correct. The three-point shooting has not been there for Utah so far. So you got that stuff to worry about a little bit, but over time, I truly do think it's going to fall. But again, those are just small adjustments to a 12-point win. Granted, the Nuggets were not as healthy as obviously they would have liked to be, but nevertheless, injuries are a part of the game. The Jazz know that especially well after what happened last year the final 2 months of the season without, missing Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley. And so they're a part of the game, and the Jazz did what they had to do, but bearing those injuries. So they pick up a 122-110 victory over the Denver Nuggets. We will be back here for the Jazz vs. Rockets live stream. I don't know what time that game starts, but we'll be live whenever that game is, along with another post-game report. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this quick, small post-game report. As soon as we lose a game, I swear it'll get more in-depth. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash the like, hit the subscribe, and ring that notification bell. And we'll see you next time on the Jazz Huddle.